Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Becoming by Angel. This is a space for growth, healing, courage, and transformation. A space where we have honest conversation about life, purpose, relationship, and becoming the person we were always meant to be. So, wherever you are today, whether you're feeling hopeful, heartbroken, lost, and simply searching for direction, I invite you today to take a deep breath, settle in, and join me for this conversation. Today's message is called Sometimes Losing is Redirection. Let's begin. I want to begin with a question. Have you ever lost something you desperately wanted? A relationship, a job, an opportunity, a dream, something you prayed for, worked for, waited for. And when it slipped through your fingers, it felt like life has betrayed you. You sat there asking questions that had no answers. Why did this happen? What did I do wrong? Why does everyone else seem to move forward while I keep losing? If you ever felt that way, then tonight I want to offer you a different perspective. What if some losses are not punishments? What if some losses are redirections? What if the thing that you are grieving was never meant to be your destination? Because sometimes life closes a door not to hurt you, but to guide you. We live in a world that celebrates winnings. Winning the job, winning the relationship, winning the opportunity, winning the competition. But nobody talks enough about losing. Nobody posts pictures of rejections, emails. Nobody celebrates the relationship that ended. Nobody throws a party for the dream that fell apart. And because of that, many people begin to believe that losing means they are failing. But losing and failing are not the same thing. Sometimes losing is information. Sometimes losing is protection. Sometimes losing is preparation. And sometimes losing is life saying, not here, not this, keep going. I remember a season of my life when I thought everything was falling apart. The plan wasn't working. The timeline wasn't working. The people I trusted weren't staying. And I kept trying to force things that clearly no longer fit. Because that's what many of us do. We cling to what's familiar, even when it's hurting us, even when we have outgrown it, even when deep down we know we are meant for something different. We hold on because uncertainty feels terrifying. At least pain we know feels predictable. The unknown does not. But growth has always lived on the other side of the unknown. Think about a GPS. When you miss a turn, what happens? Does it scream at you? Does it tell you you're a failure? Does it stop working? No. It simply says, recalculating. And then it finds another route. Life works the same way. Some of us are standing in the middle of a detour, believing our journey is over. But life is simply recalculating. The destination may still exist. The route just changed. One of the hardest lessons I have learned is this. Not every closed door is a rejection. Some closed doors are protections. There are opportunities you didn't get that would have exhausted you. Relationship you didn't keep that would have broken you. Places you didn't move to that would have limited you. People you didn't marry that would have made you miserable. At that time, all you could see was the loss. But years later, you look back and realize, thank God that didn't work out. Have you ever experienced that? Okay, at first you cried. Later, you became grateful because time revealed what pain could not. The challenge is that we want clarity before we move forward. We want the entire map. We want guarantees. We want certainty. But life rarely works that way. Most of the time, you receive understanding after you take the step, not before. Faith is moving forward, seeing the whole picture. I'm going to repeat that. Faith is moving without seeing the whole picture. Faith is trusting that a detour does not mean you are lost. Faith is believing that the chapter ending is not making room for a new one. Sometimes we become so focused on what we lost that we fail to see what remained. You lost a job, but you still have your skills. You lost a relationship, but you still have your worth. You lost money, but you still have your ability to rebuild. You lost time, but you still have today. Loss may take something from you, but it does not have the power to take everything unless you let it take your hope. The truth is, every person you admired has experienced redirection. Every entrepreneur, every artist, every leader, every successful person, at some point life told them no. At some point a door closed. At some point a dream collapsed. But what made the difference wasn't avoiding loss. It was refusing to let loss define them. They allowed it to refine them. And there is a difference. One keeps you stuck, the other helps you become. Maybe right now you are grieving something. Maybe your plan isn't working. Maybe your future feels uncertain. Maybe you are standing in the middle of a chapter you never wanted to read. Is that you? I want you to hear this. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. And this loss does not get the final word. Sometimes what feels like the end is actually a direction toward a life you cannot yet imagine. A better opportunity, a healthier relationship, a stronger version of yourself, a purpose you haven't discovered yet. So the next time life closes a door, instead of asking, Why is this happening to me? Try asking, where is this leading me? Because one question keeps you trapped in the past. The other opens you to possibility. And possibility is where transformation begins. I'll leave you with this. One day, you may look back on the very thing that broke in your heart and realize it was the moment that changed your life. Not because losing felt good, not because it was easy, but because it redirected you toward who you were meant to become. Sometimes losing is not the end of your story. Sometimes losing is the beginning of a better one. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this message spoke to your heart, I hope you carry it with you throughout the week. Remember, not every loss is a setback. Not every closed door is a rejection. Sometimes life is simply guiding you towards something greater than you can see right now. Keep trusting the process, keep moving forward, and most importantly, keep becoming. Until next time, take care of yourself, believe in your journey, and never stop growing. This is Angel, and this has Becoming by Angel. I'll see you in the next one.